This time, we're going to explore the current development status and future trends of AI agents. From the shift of topics at global tech summits, the reconstruction of the industry's definition of agents, to their various manifestations at the technological and commercial levels, all are worthy of in-depth discussion. Let's start with the development history of agents. Initially, enterprises tried to use rule-based systems to handle simple tasks, such as automatically answering basic customer questions. How different is this from the current agents?
The difference is quite significant. Early rule-based systems, such as expert systems driven by rule engines like IBM Watson and single-point interaction tools like Siri, had obvious limitations. They operated based on preset rules and simple decision trees. When faced with complex business scenarios, a vast number of if-then rules had to be written. Slight changes in business rules might require a complete overhaul of the entire system. It's like building a house where bricks are laid in a fixed pattern. Once you need to change the structure, it basically has to be rebuilt. However, with the development of technology, the current agents have made a qualitative leap.
Indeed, around 2015, the development of deep learning technology brought a revolutionary breakthrough. AlphaGo from Google DeepMind team defeated the world Go champion, marking the transformation of artificial intelligence from a mechanical executor to a strategy maker. However, agents at that time also had limitations, such as insufficient algorithm generalization ability and fragmented scene understanding. Just like AlphaGo was only powerful in the Go field and couldn't function in other scenarios. Why do you think this expert system-like intelligence has such great limitations?
This is mainly because of its relatively single algorithm and way of understanding scenarios. The capabilities trained in a specific field are difficult to transfer to other fields. It's like a person who has only learned one professional knowledge and is at a loss when changing to another field. It hasn't formed a general and flexible cognitive and decision-making ability. It was not until the emergence of large language models that the situation changed significantly. In 2020, GPT-3 came out, bringing about the generalization of AI cognition and changes in the way of human-computer interaction, which led agents into a new stage of cognitive revolution.
That's right. At the end of 2022, ChatGPT went viral, verifying the possibility of large language models as general cognitive engines. In 2023, the explosion of multimodal large language models enabled agents to initially possess the multi-sensory coordination ability of humans. Moreover, the cost of calling large language model APIs has decreased, allowing small and medium-sized enterprises to afford the deployment of agents. This has also prompted many AI players to regard agents as a new breakthrough. Everyone's ultimate expectation for agents is to build an enterprise cognitive hub. Do you think it's difficult to achieve this vision?
It's definitely difficult. Although the development of large language models has made this vision possible, there is still a long way to go from technology to actual implementation. Currently, there is still a huge gap between the technical demonstration and the commercial closed loop of agents. Just like the current industry situation is a mixed bag. The capital market has a high enthusiasm for investing in agent-related start-ups. In 2023, the total financing of global AI start-ups was considerable, and the financing proportion of agent-related start-ups was significant. However, in industrial practice, only a small part of global agent deployment projects achieved profitability in 2024, and most enterprises are still struggling to make AI understand business logic.
Indeed, the differences can be seen from the exploration directions of leading companies. OpenAI bets on general agents. The operator it released enables agents to take over users' computer operations. But the fragility of its controllability still needs to be verified. Microsoft, on the other hand, chooses the deep embedding route, integrating Copilot into its product matrix. However, problems have also occurred in complex scenarios, such as a compliance crisis in supply chain management, due to the lack of support from industry knowledge bases. Both directions have their advantages and disadvantages. Which one do you favor more?
It's hard to say. OpenAI's general agents adopt the conversation as development model, which enables rapid ecological expansion. However, it also faces problems such as the proliferation of homogeneous tools and low user payment willingness. It's like spreading the business widely but not being meticulous enough. Microsoft's deep embedding route aims to turn agents into the invisible hub of enterprise workflows. The idea is good, but it exposes the problem of insufficient knowledge depth in complex scenarios. It's like one pursues breadth and the other pursues depth, and both have their own problems to solve.
From the perspective of commercialization paths, platform, infrastructure type, and vertically deep diving type companies also have different ideas. OpenAI's GPTs have attracted a large number of developers, but agents have a short life cycle and are highly homogeneous. Anthropic, on the other hand, chooses vertical deep diving, focusing on fields such as finance and healthcare, providing constitutional AI constraints and private deployment. Although the vertical path can meet the needs of specific industries, it also has the problem of a scale ceiling. What do you think about the future of these two commercialization paths?
Platform, infrastructure, type companies rely on ecological expansion to quickly accumulate users and developers. But they need to solve problems of accuracy and user payment. Vertically deep diving type companies can be in depth and refined in specific fields, meeting industry demands for security, accuracy, etc., but they need to break through the scale limitation. Perhaps in the future, as some predictions suggest, the platform will provide a basic cognitive engine, and vertical modules can be freely combined to find a balance between openness and closure, inclusiveness and depth. However, for now, both paths are still constantly exploring and adjusting. For example, Anthropic has already opened the constitutional rule customization interface in the Claude API as an attempt.
Returning to agents themselves, industry leaders have a rather sober view. Mark Zuckerberg said that he overestimated the short-term progress and underestimated the long-term challenges, while Jensen Huang believes that the revolution of agents in transforming enterprise income statements has just begun. This reflects the current limitations of agents in both technology and commercialization. Technically, there are flaws in the deep semantic understanding of natural language interaction, and the reliability of dynamic environment and cross-system collaboration is insufficient. Commercially, there is an imbalance between costs and benefits, and most enterprises are still testing the waters. The situation in the Chinese market seems to be more complex. What do you think about the differences between the development of agents in the Chinese market and markets outside of China?
Initially, the differences between the Chinese market and markets outside of China were not obvious. But now the gap has widened. In markets outside of China, the financing scale and product strength are constantly increasing, and some super companies have emerged. In the Chinese market, most are still at the conceptual stage. Behind this are multiple differences in technical paths, industrial ecosystems, and business logics. In markets outside of China, there is a mature software ecological foundation, and agents can delicately replace traditional processes with a mature business path. In the Chinese market, the software ecosystem is not perfect. There is a lack of model libraries, data processing platforms, and API standardization is insufficient, increasing the integration cost for enterprises. Moreover, corporate customers in the Chinese market are used to paying for functional modules and are reluctant to pay a premium for decision-making capabilities, which have restricted the development of agents in the Chinese market.
It seems that for the development of agents in the Chinese market, it is necessary to first make up for the shortcomings of the software ecosystem and change the payment concept of corporate customers. Although agents still face many problems, in the long run, their potential is huge. According to the research and predictions of McKinsey and Gartner, by 2027, agents will penetrate most enterprise workflows, releasing trillions of dollars of economic value. Perhaps through continuous trial and error and iteration, agents can truly become a key technology to subvert productivity and reshape business rules.
Yes, although the road is tortuous, the prospects are promising. Agents have undergone many changes from the initial stage of development to the present. In the future, with the continuous progress of technology and the improvement of the business ecosystem, it may bring us more surprises. However, in this process, whether it is technology research and development, commercial application, or market cultivation, patience and innovation are required. Let's wait and see how agents will shine on the future technological and commercial stage.